touch that dial. Just chill for a while, keep it locked with my man Tony D. Welcome to something new, something you're not used to. It's fresh and guaranteed to bless. New Artist Profile. Yeah, it's a new day with a new sound. Keep it locked, you're listening to the new Artist Profile. Thank God for music. New music on the radio. Artist Profile.
What up? What up? What's going on, everybody? Happy Sunday. Welcome to the New Artist Profile Live. What's going on, Partice?
What's going on? Happy Sunday, Tony D. How are you?
I'm great, man. How was your week?
It's been great. It's been great. It's hot today.
Yes, it's a little warm. It feels good. Yeah, I think I might go for a walk after this.
Yeah. Is the pollen acting up there?
Yes, it is. It is. Yes. Is it rough where you are?
It's thick. You can see
Yeah.
a little in the air. But it's
Yeah.
coming.
Yeah, it's coming. That's what we deal with in the springtime down in the South. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a great show today because today is our sit-in co-host. She's been promoted now. She is the co-host of New Artist Profile Live, Partice.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
So we will spend the hour just getting to know who Partice Smith is, as much as she allows us to do so. We'll have a little bit of fun, a little laughter, because that's what we do. We like to cut up. And we're going to play some good music in between. So, guys, share this live and make sure you let everybody know that the NAP show live on Level Up is on your streaming device right now. But we're going to give you some information about Dope Jams Radio. And following that, we're going to play a great single from recording artist Stephanie B. Green from Greenwood, South Carolina, her single Every Step. And then we will be back with none other than Partice Smith. Check it out.
Love it.
Remember when music had feeling? When the groove was smooth, the lyrics were real, and the vibe was undeniable. That's what we play every single day. Welcome to Dope Jams Radio, your home for R&B, neo-soul, soul classics, and just a touch of jazz flavor. From Maxwell to Erica, Anita to Sade, Jill Scott to New School Soul, we bring the textures, the warmth, and the late-night mood you've been missing. Perfect for working, relaxing, chilling, or riding with the windows down. No noise, no drama, just straight vibe. Dope Jams Radio. Feel the soul. Live the groove. Listen now at dopejamsradio.online.
Yeah. Woo. Come on. Listen. Yes. Come on. Yeah. Only good vibes over here. No worries and no fear. Confident in the things I do. He's made my life brand new. Your mercies are new each day. And troubles don't last always. I put my trust in him. And I don't have to fear. Because every step I take, God is always by my side. Every step I make, He has always been my guide. Every step I take, every step I take, every step I make, He is here. I never knew a love like His would satisfy and fulfill all of the emptiness I had inside. I no longer hide from the things that used to hold me down. I've pushed him all to the ground, and I'm walking in victory, 'cause God is here with me. Yeah. Every step I take, God is always by my side. Every step I make, He has always been my guide. Every step I take, every step I take, every step I make, He is here. You don't have to worry.
Yes, sir. Every step. That is my girl, Stephanie B. Green from Greenwood, South Carolina. How you like that one, Partice?
I love that song.
That's what's up. Yeah,
Yeah.
she did a good job with it. Did a good job with it. And I did that for you because every step you've taken in this industry has been amazing. You are a trendsetter. You are a consummate professional. And I don't think I met anybody who don't love Partice.
Oh
So
well. Thank you,
yeah,
Tony D.
and thank you for first sitting in to be our interim co-host, and now you're a full-time. So thank you so much. So how do you feel? How do you feel?
This morning when I woke up, it was like, wow, I'm a co-host. So many things. When you think about the people God's brought in your lives, and you hear your life, and you hear you remember, look back on the prophecies and the things that God has told you and other people have spoken into your life, and when you start seeing it come to pass, it's like God, every step He's ordering your steps. And I just thank God for this moment, because they started, I don't know if you heard about it, the 10-year trend. And I think we met in did we meet
Yeah,
in 2016? And
yeah, I think so. Yes, yeah.
it's felt like a full circle moment to answer your question.
Man, and the time has gone by so fast. We've had so many good times,
Yeah,
events we've had, you've come, you've been red carpet host, we've chopped it up at different events,
yeah.
sat and had dinner and with our colleagues. It's always been such a great time. And one thing I could say for me that
Hmm.
you are always the same person. Like it ain't like, okay, what parties we gonna meet today? No, you always the same. You keep it 100, but you always have a great joy and a great personality with you all the time. And you'll share the word too if you need to. So
Yeah, I'll share the word if I need.
yeah,
And Tony D, I thank God for being able to remain consistent. Because one of the things early on, it was like, God help me with my disposition. No matter what I'm going through, help me to be able to be encouraging. Help me to be able to uplift some people. And this was even before I got on radio, and even before I could say even start walking with the Lord, and just being able to say, that I am a child of God. We all want to go to church, but until I make that real dedication and say, Lord, I'm gonna get in your word, I'm gonna take that every little step, and I'm gonna be obedient to what you call me to do. Because for so many years, I didn't know radio was so far fetched for me. And then I heard it one day, and then I like, God, how am I gonna get on radio? you know and it was like, next thing you know, God here started 24-hour gospel radio station. So God will make a way. So don't question. When I say don't question God, when it comes to that, I think don't question how He's gonna do it, because He's gonna find a way to do it for you, right? If He said He's gonna do it, best believe He's gonna make a way to do it for you.
so true, so true. Shout out to our guests. We have Stephanie B. Green. We just played your amazing single, Stephanie. So thank you for coming in. And I believe our WKKW owner, Alicia Jones from New Jersey, she's watching. And my god brother, Courtney Williams, aka C. Will from the islands, one of them islands overseas. He's tuned in. So what's up, C. Will? And Pat Nash, she's watching as well. So man, thank you for all of our guests. And if you would share this live with your viewing audience as well. So you did allude to saying that you created, or you were a part of creating a 24-hour radio station.
Well, I
And
wasn't a part of it.
okay,
He started, and then I kind of got in sales. So I kind of a good friend of mine from high school, she started working there. And it was like, hey, we about to get a 24-hour gospel radio station. And she started working at her and her husband. They were doing the afternoon show. And so I was in sales. I don't know if you ever knew that about me, Tony.
I didn't know that. I got to remember that.
Yeah. So I was in sales, and I was doing sales for the radio station. So being on the air was not anything that I was considering. That was their thing. And so I would go in the studio and watch them be on the air, just so I can just see what was going on. And one weekend, shout out to Brunson Williams, the person that he hired, they didn't show up for the radio show. He was like, well, you do it until I find somebody. Now, this was in 2007, and I'm still doing it. So now I have grown, as you know, being the program director programming the radio station. I still do a little bit of sales every now and then if I need to, but I don't do it as much. But
Wow, I never knew that. I never knew how you matriculated into being a host, but you do a great job, as always. So, like, my story is I grew up listening to radio icons in New York City and kind of fooling around, like I was on the radio, but I really wasn't. And then I became a DJ, so it was easy for me to kind of transition from what I was doing, playing music in the clubs, to being on radio. How was that for you? Like, from sales to being on the air and now having a syndicated show that's on multiple stations. How was that process for you?
Well, God is good. So I always love radio, right? I woke up, listen to the radio in the morning. Had my best friend from high school, Penda. She was on radio in high school. So I just remember always excited to hear Hot 97.1 when I was driving through New York, or WBLS when I spent the summers in Connecticut. We used to be like, "Can we get the New York station in Connecticut?"
Yeah, yeah.
So I always love radio and love music, and just I just always loved that. Sneaking into my parents' albums back in the day, and putting on Betty White, putting on playing the albums when they
clean up woman.
So I mean, I always loved that, and I shared this story. I don't know with whom or how long ago, but I always remember. Oh, I do remember. I was interviewing Jennifer Jones, and I was telling her. I always remember talking into a tape recorder, recording myself, just talking into a tape recorder, and just talking, not saying nothing, talk about nothing, but just I was the baby of the child. So a lot of times my brother, it's a 4-year age difference. So a lot of times he didn't want to be around his younger sister. So a lot of times I was just playing by myself and just having an imagination and just talking to imaginary people in the tape recorder. So
yeah, that's good. I used to do the same thing. Yeah, sure did. Because I was listening to Frankie Crocker on WBLS, so I was trying to be Frankie Crocker. So yeah. So we're going to talk about your book as well, because I know that's dear to your heart. But you have covered major events. Like, you went from being on the Promise WAJA in Rocky Mountain to being at the BET Awards, being at Black Music Honors Awards, being at Stellar Awards, the Dove Awards, and even doing some of the independent shows, the Rhythm of Gospel Awards, and all of that. How I know it's God, but how did that happen? Like, for you to be able to cover these events, you've done the Super Bowl celebration of gospel stuff. Like, man, like, I just want to be like, just give me a little bit.
Well, I got once again, beginning days in radio. My good friend Penda. I mean, I can't really tell any of these stories without her. When she was on air with the Promise, she signed up for us to cover the Stellar Awards. And it was in Nashville, Tennessee. It was my first Stellars ever. I was just so excited, just being along, a part of the team. And from that moment, it was just something that sparked in me. Like, we didn't even do red carpet or anything. We were just there. Like, and I think, did we go back? We didn't even go backstage. That year we had tickets. It was at the Grand Ole Opry. We had tickets, and I sat beside Vashawn Mitchell that show. And I was like, I was just in awe. Like, I was like, wow.
Yeah, right.
And it was that moment when I was like, okay, this is where I'm gonna stick my feet in, and I just started building a relationship with a lot of publishers. They started calling me to interview people, and that's how I built my relationships. Because years ago, 2008, 10, if they call you for an interview, and I didn't ever say who is that, what they do. I was just happy that somebody was calling me to interview somebody.
Right.
So that's how most of my relationships began. So they were just excited that I would interview their clients, and they was like, "Hey, we do this. Then that's how I got hooked up with Front Page. Shout out to Tasha. She was doing a whole lot of events back then. She would do the Mega Fest, and that's how the Super Bowl Gospel, and a lot of events that she was covering, that I was able to connect with her and a lot of other publishers firms, and that's how I was able to do all those spectacular events. And then when I got a taste of the red carpet, and I was just like, oh, let me get out here. I'm starting doing my thing, interview. But I got to be honest, the very first Mega Fest probably was the very first event that I covered. It was huge. It wasn't just gospel, it was secular, it was just big. It was in Dallas, Texas, and people was pushing and shoving, and they were just trying to get to get to the interviews to the stars or whoever, the celebrities. And I was just like, man, if it take all that, I guess I just need to go home, because I wasn't about to get in no crowd and start pushing. It reminded me of the club days, Tony D.
Right. Yeah.
So what happened was, one of the ladies that was setting up interviews, she called me up front, and it was like Coco. You remember Coco that used to be in Tyler Perry Plays?
Yes.
It was her and David Tamelman. She called me up front to the front of the carpet to do the interviews, so I didn't have to worry about pushing and shoving. So I thank God for that favor for that one event. But once I started getting in the hustle and bustle, I started navigating. I could start telling the newbies, because I was like, hey, they look like I look when I was the newbie. So
right.
I start helping people out, just be like, hey, relax, just be yourself. And it was lovely.
We have Dr. Byron Walker on, a great recording artist and man of God preacher. He's joined in. Thank you, Byron, all the way from Texas. Once you get that red carpet buzz, you got to keep going. Because I remember my first time on the red carpet, I was that newbie. I was like, where do I go? What do I do? Who do I? And there's so many people on the red carpet. You got to try to ease your way in.
Yeah.
But after you go a couple of years, you kind of like, all right, I got you, But yeah, it is a really great experience at the Stellas and the Doves. Now, I haven't been able to attend those other awards, so Partice, I'm be pulling on your coattails, like whenever you need somebody to go with you to hold the camera.
Yeah.
I'm ready to roll with you. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just tuning in, this is the New Artist Profile Live. We do this every week from 6 to 7 p.m. on Sundays, right here on Level Up Nation TV. And our guest today is our co-host, who is official. She's official today. She's our co-host, Partice Smith, from the Promise in Rocky Mount, not Rocky Mountain, Rocky Mount, North Carolina. And sometimes, she may be sitting in for me, because we both travel a lot. So there may be some Sundays where Partice is on the road. There may be some when I'm on the road, we'll be filling in for each other. But most of the time, you'll see us together. So we're excited about Damon Ritchie. What's going on? Got Damon Ritchie, radio personality and station owner on. Damon Ritchie, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Everybody loves you, Partice. I'm sure when I put the flyer on, everybody's like, oh, we got to see you.
Thank you. I see all the love coming in.
Tara Jones. Yes, yeah. Tara. What's going on, Tara?
I got to tell you this before I forget. My very first in-studio interview, the lady was expecting Bronson to do the interview. So when she came in, she was like, I'm here for my interview. She was having a play, and I could tell the vibe. She was like, I don't really know. She wanted him to do it. So I was like, well, we're just going to get through this. I had kind of started getting my feelings a little bit. I said, we're just going to get through this the best way we can. And she came back. She said interview she ever did. She came back and she was like, I want to apologize, because, it was the best interview. You made me feel comfortable. And I was a little nervous too, because it was my first one. But then when I got when you get behind the board and the mic, it's just something takes over you anyway, regardless.
It does.
From that experience, I learned to make people that I'm interviewing feel comfortable, because they are already nervous anyway, So I just kind of carried that from that experience. And I learned a lot of this was trial and error. I learned how to make people feel comfortable over the phone, talk to them and in the studio. So it's one of the things that I picked up on the journey.
So how does ministry tie in with what you do as a radio personality, syndicated radio show host, red carpet interviewer? How does your ministry and your faith tie into that?
Well, the way it ties in is, you never know somebody beside you, somebody you interviewing, you never know what you say that could influence them or could impact them. We just automatically assume that everybody is fine. We automatically assume that nobody's going through anything. And sometimes when you say something to encourage somebody else, they needed that word. They needed that encouragement, because they have so much going on. They're human like us. So being able to being able to discern whether somebody needs to just, need to be left alone. Maybe somebody they don't need anybody around them right now. That they need that space, but they'll come back. Just being able to determine that. One time I was flying to Dallas, Texas, and Lynn Whitfield was on the flying from Raleigh-Durham to Texas. She had our flight. She delayed our flight.
The actress.
Yeah.
Okay.
The actress from Thin Line with Martin Lawrence. So she was on the flight. So that flight was long. So went out, everybody's flight. So everybody was waiting. I seen her come on. So we kind of figured we was waiting for her. But after the flight, everybody goes to the restroom. So it was awkward because we smiled, we made eye contact, but I was like, do I say, hey, can I get a selfie? Can I get your autograph? Or do I just let her have her piece and use the restroom in private and not just bother her? So you got to be able, although I wanted to like get a picture, but the connection, the smile, the hey, that suffice. You don't need everything. You just need to be able to have a moment to be able, like I met her, we said hi in the restroom, leave her alone, let her use the bathroom in peace, and don't wait for her at the door, be like, let me get that selfie.
Right. Yeah, that's true. I was in the restroom in the Dove Awards with David Mann, Ty Tribbett, and BB Winans. And we were all at the stalls together. And we looking, and he's like, hey, how you doing? I'm like, what's up? But yeah, it's I've learned for being a personality that it's really hard not to fan out, but you are there as a professional, right? So you have to always maintain your composure. So I did fan out when I met Fred Hammond. Now I did. I was like, that's one of my heroes. So I had a little fan out moment, but I was able to bring it back. So if you had an opportunity to speak to a new radio personality, a new media person that's going to be covering these events, what wisdom would you share? Because we got a lot of people out there that are just coming in, and because of social media and because of TikTok and Instagram and all of this stuff, everybody thinks that they can do this stuff, and they get thrust into these situations and they kind of make a mess of it. So what would you share if I was new? What would you tell me?
Yeah, it was so much that I would love to tell you, but one thing is it's not set up for a 40-minute interview. It's a red carpet. Get your one question in or your shout out, your whatever you want to get, and keep it moving. You have so many new people coming on the carpet who don't know the etiquette. Like, they take forever. Like, you're not the only one on the carpet that's trying to get an interview. You see this whole red carpet? They got to go down the line.
Which is usually about 80 people.
Yeah. So, most people are probably fanning out, I fanned out when I saw Karen White. It was just, that was it. I knew I was going to fan out because I love Superwoman. Like, that was that I let the tape rock to the tape pop when it came to Karen. But I would just say, just get your one good question and one good follow-up. Make sure you talk about the event. So many people on the red carpet talking about what happened 10 years ago. Are you talking about the event? They're dressed up. They're getting ready to go on stage. You ask them nothing about what they're doing there tonight. Stay in the moment. I saw someone say, read the room. You got to be able to know if you want to ask one off question and one event question, but make sure you keep it, the question relevant to the occasion.
Kenneth Nichols, thank you for tuning in. He said, great show. We really appreciate that, Kenneth. We appreciate all of our guests today. If you're just tuning in, we are talking to Miss Partice Smith, music director and of the Promise WAJA in Rocky Mount, North Carolina, and the host of syndicated radio show, the Partice Smith Show, on about, 15 stations. You're on a lot of them. Yeah. So and she's giving some great information about thank you, man. You guys are on it right there. There you go, the Partice Smith Show.
That is me.
Yep. And we have a new producer today. So thank you so much, my brother. You're on it. We thank you so much for that. So Partice, man, we're going to move from what you do in the ministry with the microphone, and we're going to move into the ministry where you decide to pick up a pen and you shared your heart with so many with your book. Share information about that.
Yeah, and my fault to the producers. Oh, look at that. They already
They
got it.
on it. They are on it. Look at that. I'm gonna have to cash app him
I
after
was
this.
gonna say my fault. But yeah, so we talked a little bit earlier about when I found my kind of was looking for my purpose, kind of looking for why God created me, why am I here? What's my legacy? And I just had to do a whole lot of soul searching because I just felt like it was I didn't know. I just felt like it was so much. How can I pinpoint that one thing? And I had a 12th grade teacher, Miss Mosley, and that was the teacher that I thought was going to keep me in the 12th grade forever.
I think we all got a teacher like that.
And she commented on one of my papers that I had the potential to be a great writer, but it would take practice. And had I nourished that thought, that comment, that remark in the 12th grade, I probably would have studied writing a little bit more in depth than I did. But I didn't think anything about it. I thought she was just writing something to be nice, not to give me a failing grade on my paper. Um, but as I start journaling and as I start meditating and just um, hearing from God, I heard I wanted to write a book. So I came up, I was like, well, I don't know how to write a book. Never wrote a book before. So I just took a lot of my journal entries and I said, hey, this is encouraging me. And I can collaborate all of this and put it in a book. So I was like, well, what am I going to call? What am I going to name the book? So I was just trying to find different names. So I realized that we all are uniquely made. We are all unique. And I wanted people to know that we are unique and we are somebody. I got that from the late great Jesse Jackson. I am somebody, and I just wanted people to know comparing yourselves to somebody else is not good for you because you are somebody. You are who you are. God made you specifically just because He had a plan and purpose for you. Now, one of the things we all may be able to sing, some of us can't. Hint, hint. But even though He gave us all the same gifts, we use them differently, and we have a different crowd that we are supposed to minister to, a different crowd that we're gonna attract, a different crowd that's gonna find us, and that's gonna be able to relate to the story. But I feel like this as an adult at the time, uh, somewhere in my 30s, somewhere in there, I felt like a lot of people hadn't really gravitated and found out who they were in Christ. Like we know who we are in the world, right? Because we had the music, the culture was what we kind of what drove us, was one of our driving factors. But I wanted this to be ministry driven, getting into like just an encouraging word and some of the things that I talk about, just some of the things that I went through. Who am I? Truly unique. You are unique. And talked about being able to forgive and to forgive to live again. Talked about being able to have your own journey, you know, because we're always going to be evolving. So it's about 12 chapters in there. I got about 12 chapters in there. So you can go on Amazon and get it. And I also talked about the power of words and Proverbs 18:21, life and death is in the power of the tongue, and that we have to learn how to change our language. And once my favorite scripture that I talk about in the book is Romans 12:1, be not conformed to the world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. And so I paraphrase a little bit, but that's my favorite scripture. And that's one of the scriptures that impacted my heart so much because we got to have a balance when it comes to the world and when it comes to being able to have a heart for God.
How much of your childhood helped to give you inspiration to write parts of that book?
Well, to hear my parents tell it, I used to sit down. I couldn't read or write. I used to sit down and look at pictures in the book and act like I was reading, telling the story of the pictures of the book. So I think a lot of it played a part of it because I've fantasizing. It's one of the things that we're playing with, dolls and everything, and we're making up all these fake stories, and we're living out all these, things as a child. So I think it played a great part. Me being able to mold it, or just me being able to stay in that path. I think there was a lot of distractions along the way from those moments. Because I had one plan. And I really learned that when God said he has a plan for your life, you can have a plan all you want. You can think you're going to do whatever you want, but God's going to find a way. The audio steps, as we showed the video, every step, he's going to find a way to put you back on the right path. And it's one of the things that I'm grateful for.
So if you had an opportunity to take your book and use it as a witnessing tool to somebody, how would you do that? And what portion of the book would be something that you could share to somebody who is struggling with finding out who they are?
Yeah, I got a couple chapters, so that's unfair, right? So that's unfair. but I would probably say I got a chapter in there that I title "Who's to Blame?" The blame factor, and how sometimes when we're going through stuff, we always want to blame everybody else for our issues and our faults. And I think once we get out of the blame game and we just take a look and self-reflect on who we are,
take accountability.
Yeah, I think that's the main thing that we can start doing some personal development. And that was one of the things that I think a lot of us need to do some soul searching and be like, how can I become better? How can I just, as you say, how can I just remain consistent? How can I remain consistent in how I treat people, and how can I do better in a lot of areas of my life? So I would say, who's to blame? And then I would probably take it to Forgive to Live Again. That's in chapter 2. And then I would end it up with Who Am I?
So this sounds like it's like a self-help book, though.
It's a little bit of a self-help book. Mm-hmm.
But it helped yourself first, so you could help somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
It kind of helped. I talk about looking in the mirror. Sometimes, when we're getting dressed, we want to see the fancy, right? But we don't see the ugly, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
We don't see the ugly in us, because sometimes we can get a little ugly.
Yeah, we can. Be like, oh, yeah. So we know that you love church and you work actively in your church. We talked off the air about you working in the sound room, which I didn't know that as well. But what do you do on your regular 9 to 5? What is it? What is that pays the mortgage?
The regular 9 to 5 is with the state of North Carolina, and I used to talk to, I don't talk to them anymore, but I used to talk to people about their taxes, state taxes, and try to help them file taxes, try to help people understand so they don't get audited.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you got you a good government job.
But I don't know how good it is. State of North Carolina had passed a budget.
Well, it's paying the bills, so yeah, it's all right. It's okay. If you had an opportunity to interview one particular artist besides Karen White.
But I already interviewed her.
Oh, you did?
Briefly. I see
okay.
On the red carpet. But yeah. But like a sit down?
Yeah, sit down. Like if you had to go on Unsung or Uncensored, and you had an opportunity to interview anybody, who would that be?
Tar's picking on me. She says I'm gonna ask you a question. She says I'm a road hawk and expired tags.
Why'd she say that?
Because when we're talking on the phone, I'm doing my walk, I always walk past cars with expired tags. And I'm telling her, these people need to go get their tags. So,
do you zone in on that?
I don't zone in on it. It's just like, I was like, what's going on? People need to, get the tags corrected,
Well, you've been talking about me too, because I just got my tags maybe a month ago. I was riding around 2 months. Expired tags all up and down the road. Nothing but the grace of God. I wouldn't get pulled up.
I think that some people aren't 30 days. They like years.
Yeah.
Some people years.
I was too much. No, I ain't got years now. I don't see that.
To answer your question, I am a life coach. Thank you, Tara, for that. To answer your question, I probably does it gospel or secular? Anybody. I probably would pick you, and you probably gonna be like, "What?" Do you? Let me ask you this: do you have an idea who I would say?
Maybe Bobby Parker. Thank you for coming in. Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think maybe. Is it a man or a woman?
It's a man.
Living or dead?
Living.
President Obama?
I would love, but you said artist. I would love to
Oh,
interview.
artist. Okay.
But yeah, no.
Artist Donald Lawrence?
I would love to interview Donald Lawrence. As male. Female, I would love to interview Shaka Khan.
Okay. Yeah. Shaka she's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good. So Donald Lawrence male, Shaka Khan, and you are in. Well, he travels between Chicago and North Carolina, but you never had an opportunity to hit up Donald?
I've never had an opportunity to like have him come to the studio. We've had We've had Ernest Pugh in the studio before, but not Donald Lawrence.
Oh wow. Well, those are two great ones, and I know that you would do a good job, because one thing about you is you do your research. Like, you ask questions that are not just off the top of your head. Like, sometimes we'll be interviewing somebody and you'll ask a question, I'll be like, doggone, I didn't think about that. That was good, Partice. Yeah, you ask very thoughtful, inquisitive, and you do your research. So yeah, I'm sure that those would be good interviews, because the people being interviewed know when they're sitting with a good interviewer.
Yeah.
Right. And that really makes them want to really give more of themselves. So it's an art to being an interviewer. It's just not just asking some random questions. So
yeah, because I'm always, that was always told that I was a little curious and nosy. And Ange asked about Sade. Sade would be a good one as well. But I'm the what's the tea kind of person in a respectful way.
Right.
Definitely. I've never got down and dirty in any interviews unless someone wanted to cover that. I remember one time I covered a person that wanted to kind of get their story straight. So it was a little touchy.
Yeah.
Because I like the other gospel artists as well. So I had to make sure that I handle that delicately with telling his side of the story. But I was able to navigate it and make sure that he was able to be heard and get his point of view across and understand where he was coming from. That's
what's up. We're going to pause real quick and we're going to play. This is a throwback. And I don't remember what year it is, but this artist is from Georgia. And when I tell you, if you like hip hop, if you like Christian hip hop, this cat is going to give you vibes of New York City, Eric B. and Rakim type.
Yo, I'm gonna dedicate this one to the wifey, to my daughter, and to my son. This also goes out to all my peeps in my hometown that knew me back before anybody else knew me. Yo,
where would I be without the Lord on my side? Sitting on bricks, no rims, and no tires. Where would I be without the Lord on my side? Sitting on bricks, where would I be without the Lord on my side? Sitting on bricks, no rims, and no tires. Where would I be without the Lord on my side? Sitting on bricks,
born and raised down in Carrollton, GA, west of the city, but on the regular, kicked it in the A where the players play. The sun shines most every day, circle the block till it sets on Sundays. In hip hop, I always wanted to be down. Ran with TDF and Brookwood before they tore it down. Ran with DJ Slash, DJ Crash, my homeboy Juice from New York, and Mr. Cash. I came a long way from back in the day when we used to make demo tapes and then parlay, telling everybody on the block it's a winner. Pop the trunk and then relax at the center. The Lord had plans for me, I couldn't see at the beginning. It was a position I never been in, but when I look back on all that I've been through, I know I never would have made it if it wasn't for you.
Where would I be without the Lord on my side? Sitting on bricks, no rims and no tires. Where would I be without the Lord on my side? Sitting on bricks, where would I be without the Lord on my side? Sitting on bricks, no rims and no tires. Where would I be without the Lord on my side? Sitting on bricks, sitting on bricks.
People in the bricks used to call where I live the sticks, but you can still get tricked in the sticks by brothers hitting licks while the fiends insist on fixes. We ride in quick whips, eating hot sauce with big chicks. To all my west side residents, I apologize to you for the gray Mustang with 20 woofers. I was young and chillin'. I used to like to hear the bass hitting so hard, lights be rattling on your ceiling. Got called to be a minister, quickly found out that even some cats in the church were sinister. Some of them were sincere, trying to make people's lives better, but overall, many were chasing cheddar. Years later, still in the vineyard working, stomping like Kirkin, standing like McClurkin. No flesh, I'm on a mission, representing B&G Records by way of hit. Now listen.
Where would I be without the Lord on my side? Sitting on bricks, no rims and no tires. Where would I be without the Lord on my side? Sitting on bricks, where would I be without the Lord on my side? Sitting on bricks, no rims and no tires. Where would I be without the Lord on my side? Sitting on bricks, sitting on bricks.
King Street, that's where we used to put it down. Ball field in the center, that's where we clown. Moat Road, cross town, that's where I go to rest. West Side brothers, you ain't never wanna test. Who would've thought a theologian came from Devils, Wildcats, Lions, and Carrollton Trojans? My whole life has been changed because of Mary's baby.
Where would I be without the Lord on my side?
Manifest. My man Juice, my man Slash.
Where would I be without the Lord on my side? Sitting on bricks.
My man Cash.
Where would I be without the Lord on my side?
Lakeview.
Sitting on bricks.
Paradise.
Where would I be without
Valley
the Lord
Circle.
on my side?
Yeah.
Sitting on bricks.
Adamson
Sitting
Square.
on bricks.
What?
Where would I be? Where would I be? Sitting on bricks.
Hey, yo, D.
Sitting on bricks.
There it
Where would I
is.
be? Where would I be? Sitting on bricks. Sitting on bricks. Where would I be? Where would I be? Sitting on bricks. Where would I be? Where would I be? Sitting on bricks. No rims and no tires.
Yo, that joint is fire.
You had me up here going back in the day dancing, Tony D.
Sitting on bricks, no rims, and no tires. Where would I be without the Lord on my side? That's Pastor Felix Moten, aka No Flesh from Carrollton, Georgia. Man, and that's an old song, but I was picking out songs for you, Partice, because I know that you stand by where would I be without the Lord on my side. And now you can say I'd be sitting on bricks, no rims, no tires.
Yeah, I mean that's a great song, Tony D. I appreciate you being thoughtful.
Yeah,
in songs and my theme music.
yeah, man. And he's not like I asked him. I said, Pastor, you ain't spent no time in New York. He was like, Nah, I'm from right here in down south. But he got that swag, man.
You will never know it.
He got that swag. Ladies and gentlemen, you're locked into the New Artist Profile Live on Level Up Nation with our guests and our new official co-host, Partice Smith. Make sure you purchase her book. Show the book one more time if you would. Very, very good book. Truly unique. I Am Somebody. Available on Amazon.com for only $15, right? So go ahead and buy it because some of y'all went to Golden Corral and spent $35 on 2 pieces of chicken and some greens. So go ahead and get this book today. It definitely will bless you. Man, Partice, you have been an amazing guest today. I appreciate your candor. We didn't get too deep into it, but we appreciate you. And you shared some stuff that a lot of us didn't know. So is there anything that you would like to say? The floor is yours.
I would like to thank you for giving me this opportunity to co-host. I am looking forward to it. I thank everybody for bringing me along on this journey. And I'm looking forward to what God's going to do, how he's going to elevate the show and the people and everything that's going to happen. So just, we marching on. It's March. We marching
Yes. We marching. We marching. We marching to Zion.
Yeah.
Man, and I want to thank you because you have been a blessing since we met. Man, the New Artist Profile is in North Carolina because of you. So thank you so much. Appreciate all the interviews you've given our artists, man. I really and the words of wisdom you shared, the times you let me vent when I like, hey, I need to talk. You're like, what's up?
Vice versa.
Yeah, man. So thank you so much being a great friend. And I call you sister, man. It's really, really special.
It is very special.
Yeah, I think that's it for this. So next week we'll be back. Partice will be just she's officially in the seat now.
I'm in the seat.
You're in the seat.
I gotta get me a good seat. I gotta go get that fancy chair.
I got a fancy cushion one right here too. Oh, I gotta shout out all Snazzy Allure because she's kept me snazzy. Like, look at that. I got my Tony D Music branding. So branding is very important. So shout out to Snazzy Allure out of New Jersey for keeping me right. And definitely you won't forget tonight is 8 p.m. It is CHH with Kim and Birdie show. You can listen to it on Dope Jams Radio or you can watch it on Facebook on the Level Up Nation page. And then at 9 p.m. it is the Pat Nash show. You don't want to miss Pat Nash tonight because I texted her and asked her who's her guest and she shared it with me and she said, Tony, this is definitely going to be a Red Cup edition. So that means they're going to be talking about some stuff, right? So make sure you check out Pat Nash.
About that Red Cup.
Yeah, make sure you check out Pat Nash tonight. And always 6 p.m. on Sundays. It's right here on the New Artist Profile Live. You can check out the New Artist Profile in syndication. Check it out on C Stage Radio, cstageradio.online. Timberland Atkins and I own that station. So you want to hear the New Artist Profile at 7 p.m. You could check out that. And the Partice Smith show airs on Sundays on WCSE Radio. You can check that out. I believe it's 3 p.m. if you want to check out the Partice Smith radio show, but she's on so many stations. So you got to follow her on social media to find out where she's at. All right, I guess that's it, man. We are on point. We're going to close. Oh, Lyrics to Limelight, my book on Amazon. If you're an artist and you're trying to find out how you could be successful in the industry, not just gospel, but all industries, because the business is the business. Check out Lyrics to Limelight. From studio sessions to stage lights, a guide to success in the music industry. $30, the best $30 investment you can make on Amazon.com right now. All right. Yeah, I think that's it. We're going to close with another artist, Christian hip hop artist. He used to go by Young Saint, but he's old now, so he just dropped it.
He's Saint.
From North Carolina, Fayetteville, North Carolina.
Yep.
Military veteran. I believe he's like a master sergeant, man. Amazing Christian hip hop. I've watched him grow as an artist. I know you have too, Partice. And we're going to play Blessings. See, I didn't pick all the songs for you because we believe that you're going to walk in blessings because of the personality that you exude. So,
and thanks to everybody who shot me out. Mary Goldsby, thank you so much. I must pronounce that right, but
yeah, you did.
Mike Parker, Tanya Tara, everybody that's tuning in. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and yeah, we got a lot of hearts. And like I said, I want to thank my god brother Courtney Williams, all the way from St. Bart's. He tuned in. We appreciate that. Rick Dorn. Oh my God, Rick Dorn from California. Rick Dorn, my man Rick. Great, and he's got music coming out too. We're gonna have to definitely have him on when his new music drops. So yeah, this is the place to expose new artists. All right, so yeah, here is Blessings from Young Saint. As always, trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean out on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge God, and he will direct your path. Because living for God is as easy as ABC. If you always believe Christ, your life will never be the same. Because we serve a God who could do exceedingly abundantly above all that you can even ask or think. So whatever you're asking God for right now, he can exceed that by
$1 trillion.
Make sure you're living your life G-rated. What's G-rated? Living a lifestyle that's pleasing to God and brings glory to him in everything that you do. I'm your boy, Tony D on the radio. I love you, and there's nothing that you can do about it. We're going to close with Brian Young St. Carter with Blessings. Until next week, Tony D on the radio. Partice on Smith. I'm going to leave you with this last word. Chill.
Oh.
Don't touch that dial. Just chill for a while. Keep it locked with my my man Tony D. Welcome to something new, something you're not used to. It's fresh and guaranteed to bless. New artist profile. Yeah, it's a new day with a new sound. Keep it locked, you're listening to the new artist profile. Thank God for music. New music on the radio.
What's going on, you guys? Adrian Constanary Jr. here, and I'm here to talk to you about a brand new show that we're bringing to Level Up Nation called The Herd. He earns respect daily. This is an all-men's talk show where we'll be making a lot of different topics come to light, and where all excuses will get checked at the door, but also where brotherhood will be pushed. So we'll have a lot of different things. Make sure you guys tune in, join in with the comments, and give us a couple different things. Feed into this conversation. But we're looking forward to talking with you every Sunday. Make sure you tune in with Level Up Nation. I'm Adrian Constanary, one of the co-hosts for The Herd, ready to talk.
You're now rocking with the CHH, so tune in to the CHH.
Yeah, this is the theme song, not an interlude. CHH with Kim and Birdie, I hope you're in the mood. For a special guest in the interviews, supporting the kingdom, and we continue to bring it to you non-stop. Yo, the soul's a pop. Sunday night, 7th Century, we all in the spot. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, keep it locked. We Level Up Nation, we rising to the top. Yo, it's a Holy Ghost party, get your groove on. The KB double player, keep your move on. You can make the convertible if you groove strong. Come on and get your praise on for about an hour long. Shout out to Kim, yo, this is our song. You can check the times on, the show's coming on. Tell your friends to tune in, we won't steer you wrong. CHH for Kim and Birdie, tap in and cheer along.
You're now rocking with the CHH, so tune in to the CHH.
Hello, everyone. This is Pat Nash of Pat Nash Talks. I'm here every single Sunday, 8 p.m. Central Time, 9 p.m. Eastern, and you can find us right here on Level Up Nation.
We all looking for a connection, something real, something true. In a world full of broken promises, I still believe in you. Every problem, every answer, got a face, got a name.
Blessed are the poor in spirit.
No,
For theirs is the kingdom of heaven.
Nah, no stress.
Blessed are they that mourn.
Nah,
they shall be comforted.
no stress. Yo, say! So many blessings, good Lord, I'm blessed.
Blessed are the meek.
No,
For they
yeah.
shall inherit
No stress. I live the life that he gave me. Whatever it's worth. They said you don't come out the house. Well, I'm like I'm putting in work. Chef in the kitchen, I'm stirring the pot. Whipping the fake, cause it's all that I got. Reckless in life, had that dot on my head. Red with some fellas that run from the feds. Never see color, but red's what he bled. That's that sauce on the tree. The sauce. Them nails on the cross. I don't see no hammer. Can someone explain it to me? Like, why would you die for the soul that's in me? My mind is so strong, but my flesh, it gets weak. And no, I'm not perfect, but blessings on blessings on blessing. It seems to be all that I see. I pray every night and dive deep in the scripture, cause the old me wanna throw cash at the strip, but she got low self-esteem. That's when she get attention in the club every night, trying to pay for tuition. I'm looking at my family and we all eating good. Got a lot to be thankful, cause I made it out the hood. Growing up to be the man that my father raised right. 2 kids under 5 and a beautiful wife. Good Lord, God's love is the tightest, the future the brightest, and everything he touches gold like Midas. The world is the coldest, but I am just focused on my family, worrying less. Take a look in the mirror. I wonder what God's doing next. I wonder, cause I ain't even stressing. I ain't even stressing. Oh, nah, yeah. I ain't even stressing. Too many blessings. Blessings on blessings on blessings. Oh, nah, yeah. I ain't even stressing. Too many blessings. Blessings on blessings on blessings. Oh, nah, yeah. I ain't even stressing. Too many blessings. Blessings on blessings on blessings. Oh, nah. No stressing. Too many blessings. Blessings on blessings on blessings.
Blessed are they which do hunger no stress. But they shall be filled. Blessed are the merciful, but they shall obtain mercy.
So many blessings, good Lord, I'm blessed.
Are the pure in heart,
No,
but they
yeah.
shall see God.
Nah. Don't mean to be nosy, but you know you blessed. You know you blessed. Then answer me one question, why are you stressed? Why are you stressed?
Blessed.
Worry about things you can't change on the spot. Finger on the trigger, you don't wanna pay for that shot. This song ain't for those that be taking time off. Pay for no works is dead, so I'm counting up the cost. Confessing my sins to the Lord, like forgive me, Father forgive me. I done came short from the glory, like look, can you hear me? Look, can you hear me? Doors closed in your face, but the blinds wide open. Believing in your blessing, then you need to stay focused. Climb through the window to get to the roof. Blessings on blessings, cause we speak the truth, the truth. Look how far we done came. Look at me now. From back in the day. Back in the day. The struggle is over. Struggle is over. And mama, we made it. Cause I ain't even stressing. I ain't even stressing. Oh, nah, yeah. I ain't even stressing. Too many blessings. Too many blessings. Blessings of blessings of blessings. Oh, nah, yeah. I ain't even stressing. Too many blessings, too many blessings. Blessings of blessings of blessings. Oh, nah, yeah. Nah. I ain't even stressing. Too many blessings, too many blessings. Blessings on blessings on blessings. Oh, nah. Hold on. No stress. Too many blessings, too many blessings. Blessings on blessings on blessings.
Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, but theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are ye, when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely, for my sake. Blessed